Jump straight into this now. First map is going to be lockdown, and it is going to be capture the flag. So we will get onto the most aggressive side. He loves the camera, McGee, doesn't he?
It's such a change to see, because before he was always a little bit shy. This land's really brought it out of him, having a good team, good chemistry. There we go, we do see Momo. And we are going to get on with the good side first of all. And that is going to be Optic, so we will be seeing Optic playing first of all. We have got Jerd calling a bit of pre-game strat, smiles on their faces, team manager Dan behind them, as well as Julie. We have got plenty of camera people behind for some support, so there will be plenty of footage. I do expect, to be honest, a lot of loud hyping, trash talking coming from the 4Kings lineup, because of course that builds the motivation, that builds the team chemistry whilst playing, whereas Optic a little bit quieter, but I think that's because of the way they've been brought up through the MLG system. Yep. But now we are going to get underway. On board with Optic Scump first of all. This is set to be an exciting matchup. Personally, I think Optic will take it. I hope it's not over really quick. To be honest, I really do want to see like a 3-2 epic battle, but who knows, we will remain to be seen anyway. Let's get underway.
It is going to be the European community getting behind 4Kings and the American one getting behind Optic, rooting for the home teams. My dad's actually watching this game, supporting my brother who's playing within 4Kings Momentum, and it's a brilliant start here by Optic. Scumper's pulled his flag very, very early, and he's making this big push down the left-hand side through Mannequins, completely catching 4Kings off guard.
Yeah, he has got the support of Mert there, who took a player out in the middle map. There hasn't been many kills exchanged down on the 4Kings lineup very early on. Now, of course, this is the stronger of the two sides. Did manage to capture that, but Momentum going in there with the two-piece. Merc managing to pick him up. Merc left last alive. Does need to do some defensive work around this flag, pushing into that top fire area, making sure nobody was there. But Pasco was just peeking out of that window ledge, but Big Timer playing a little bit more aggressive. Got that extreme conditioning ACR round, trying to get onto the 4Kings flag. Kills just being exchanged between the two teams now.
Yeah, what a fantastic...
Oh, Momentum with the turn on.
Taking out one of the Optic squad, and now it is 4 down against Optic. It was a brilliant start by them, but Optic are on the worst side, and McGee is trying to pull this flag and do his best to actually take it as far as he can. Optic currently getting outslayed by 4Kings at the moment, and we could be seeing the scores equalise, but the flag has been returned to base. Yeah, the flag was returned there. Scumpy left last alive, got a nice convenient prison spawn, to be honest, so that did rely very easily on that flag capture. He got the spawn practically directly on the flag, which did of course pay dividends for him. Now he's just going to push through this middle map. He has got the PP90. Rambo going on the spawn, Pasco there to stop that, but Scump is there as well. Yeah, Scump just making sure that there's no one behind him at all. And Jerd is taking out Scump, so ceasing that attack. Merc is on the defence. I should probably say, actually, I think we got it back to front. We are actually spectating the strongest side, and it is Optic, yeah, that do have the easier side. So they are 1-0 up, but that's not the end of the world for 4Kings. They can certainly get back into this. Yeah, I did already say that, but now Rambo pushing through, taking down 2. Scumpy taking down Momentum as well. That leaves Jerd just left to defend the flag. It is being pulled by Scumpers. McGee straight off the spawns there, outshoots Merc really nicely over on that prison side. Big Timer hard aiming over, not being able to drop. Now, Jerd has taken the flag. It is going to be a stalemate situation. Jerd cannot manage to get that away. He has got the support of McGee there as well. Big Timer didn't actually get stunned. Now he is stunned. McGee challenging him. Merc taking down Momo. McGee taking down Big Timer. Kills just being exchanged between the two sides now. The flag was returned and captured, and you suck. The first thing I have heard shouted from Optic today. So they are buzzing for this game. Of course, the winner bracket final, they will advance to the grand final should they win this. Well, it's going to be 2-0 now to Optic, so really getting into this game well. Pasco having to defend to prevent a third flank capture. It is doable to come back from 2 flags down when they get onto the better side, but if they extend this to a 3-flag lead, that's going to be extremely difficult for 4K. McGee and Momentum doing what they can to prevent this attack from Optic, but Scump is there ready and waiting to follow it up. Momentum went again for the turn on, this time on Scump. He wasn't able to do so as he was pushing into the middle map. They do know that Scump will be around that flag area as he's pushing up to the top Ivy. Goes into top art, and now he is on for the spawn kill. Just trying to manipulate those spawns, get them spawning by the back prison, making sure they're not overextending as well. Not coming back towards that flag. He's just waiting ever so patiently to get a couple down before he can push in. Rambo with a nice 2-piece there, taking down Jerd, and now Momo is managing to pull the enemy flag away. Scumpy getting outshot by Pasco. Flag was returned and reset, but Momo has unfortunately dropped the flag after a nice PP90 shot from Rambo. Merc just there trying to cover that, preventing the flag grab. And Merc is going to get that back to the base, nice and safe for them. With just over 1 minute left of this game, things are looking quite good for Optic, and it's given us a bit of a flavour as to what to expect in the later stages of this best-of-5 series. They do appear to be the stronger side. We've got to take into consideration this is the stronger side of the map, but looking at the scoreboard, you know, we can see Jerd having a little bit of a tough time there with regards for those kills. And you know, as long as the whole team can keep the morale boosted, they can certainly get back into this. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like we say, they are on the weaker side, our 4Kings, so it's not unexpected for them to be trailing at the half. Merc just covering that flag. Jerd managing to get that flag return, getting outshot by Merc. He did get the headshot there as he pushes round. He is just stunning over, making sure that they can get them off the spawns. Rambo, who's having a brilliant half, is actually pulling that flag up the mannequin side. In the last 23 seconds, it is still possible for them to get this capture. Only Pasco left last line. No, it was Jerd, but now that is 4 down there momentarily for 4Kings. I think this is going to be another flag capture. We are going to be seeing in at the half 3-0 there. No relay was able to be made, but 3-0 going into the half for Optic. Very strong side, very strong first half, and this is showing. This is practically the route to the final. Yep, and yep, nothing else is going to happen there. So, brilliant start from Optic, 3-0 in the lead, but can 4Kings come back from this when they are on the better side? We're probably going to see a more passive Optic, a bit more defensive, because you know what, they can probably just defend 3 flags for 5 minutes. They could try and go for a stalemate, which is what teams will do when they are on the worst side. But let's start off watching Jerd. He's not having the best of starts to this best of 5 series, so he's going to have to put some effort in to try and get back into this game. Yeah, unfortunately didn't pick up the first kill there. Momo helped him out with that one, taking down Rambo first of all, who did actually have a brilliant first side. Jerd pushing straight in there. He just needs to remember not to change anything, keep playing the way that he knows best, but getting knifed there from Big Timer as he did attempt to push up quickly. Yep, Optic just outclassing 4Kings a little bit here. They seem to be steamrolling them, and 4K just need to go all out aggressive. They're going to have to try some sort of different strategy if they want to get at least 3 flags and bring it back to a tie. Well, of course, they do know well how to play this map. They've done ever so well. McGee, unfortunately, there turned his back on Rambo. That was such a bad mistake as Rambo died around that corner. Now, of course, 4Kings are without a doubt the underdogs. Optic, of course, previous Blackpool champions, but now Jerd doing some defensive work around this flag. How's Rambo not dead? He does not know. Went for the knife, gets Magnum shotted by him, and now that flag could potentially be pulled. McGee just shot down Rambo, but Big Timer straight onto McGee. Kills being exchanged between the two sides. Momo out shooting Merc there as he had that nice little scuff jump around the sides, and now Momo trying to get into top white as that flag is being pulled away. Yep, and it has been picked up by Big Timer, so that means that it's not looking good for 4Kings. They're actually having to go on the defense a little bit, and it's not a situation they want to find themselves in, especially with them trailing by 3 flags already. The flag is going to be returned by Momentum, and a big kill. Momo. And there is the knife against Merc. Pasco's actually going to be able to pick up this flag, and Momentum switching back, trying to cut off those spawns. Yes, with 3 minutes left on that clock, it is still possible. 3 flag captures is what they need. That was a huge 2-piece there from Momentum. He managed to get the flag, return that, and then, oh, Momo, unfortunately, after singing his praises, did just have a momentary lapse in concentration, perhaps. McGee getting the kill on Merc there, dives around that corner, gets outshot by Scum. And Optic just seem to be outclassing them. Yeah. They might even be securing the flag on the harder side here, taking it to a 4-0 lead, and that is something that I cannot see 4K coming back from. No, not with 2 minutes 55 left on that clock. It's not all over yet. Of course, this is a best-of-5 series, so without a doubt, still plenty of opportunity. We are going to see S&D Bootleg next, CTF Arcade and third map, S&D Lockdown, then CTF Dome should it go all the way. But as it stands, it is currently 3-0 to Optic on this first map in the best-of-5 series. Yep, they're going to need to return this flag. It's just been pulled, and like we say, they're going to try and hold this for a stalemate. They're not actually even trying to capture this. They're so far ahead on flags at the moment that they don't need to, and they're just trying to keep 4K preoccupied until the time runs down. Yeah, which they are doing really well, I must admit. Momo pulling the flag there, trying to get it away to at least have some hope in getting back into this. A couple of consolation flag caps, bringing it so an epic final perhaps, but Scum, wise to McGee's movements in bottom white, just managed to take him out. Jerd in the middle map, taking down Merc there. They do still need to get that flag drop. Momo with the flag, Jerd in support, but now they do need to all go in the hunt with only 1 minute 55 left on that clock. It is vital. Well, Jerd is trying something new. He comes across Scumpy, who's just crawling across the floor, and it was actually Big Timer who made that kill. It's all-out defense for Optic here, and they're playing this absolutely brilliantly to ensure that they take this win. As the time ticks away, it's just getting less and less likely that 4K are going to be able to bring this back.
Unlucky for some, Momo, Pasco and McGee all on 13 kills, whereas if we look at Optic, Scumpy on 18, 14 for the rest of them. So they aren't necessarily getting outslayed too much. Of course, Jerd not having the greatest of kills games, but when you've got the defence of Optic to come up against, what do you expect? Jerd there picking off Big Timer. Pasco's just trying to secure that flag, making sure that Jerd can get his options onto it. Does get taken down by Rambo. Pasco takes him out as well. Looks into the bottom right. Does see two huge three-piece there from Pasco against Optic Gaming. Goes for the fourth. Doesn't actually manage to get that. Rambo takes him down. Can that flag be returned to have any hope of actually doing this?
They're going to have to set up some crazy relay here and take some chances if they want to stand a chance. They just have to hope for the tie. Well, the first flag is captured there, so that just means the two behind now. If Jerd can make this kill, it could open up some sort of opportunities for them. He's trying everything he can, but he is just surrounded by Optic players, and they have just overwhelmed him.
Yeah, every time that Jerd goes for that kill, it just didn't happen for him, did it? Now we are seeing McGee in the middle map. I think it is too little too late. They need 2 flag captures in 30 seconds, which is near on impossible. It would have to be there and back straight away to have any hope of doing this. So it looks as if the first game is going to go to Optic. 3-1 on total flag caps. Can 4Kings take any positives from the game, do you think, or is it all Optic dominance?
Well, they've just got to put this behind them now. They've got to focus on the next game, which is going to be Search and Destroy, completely different game mode. Unfortunately for 4Kings, it's one that Optic have been extremely strong on, but you know, 4Kings have been putting up some great efforts on Search and Destroy too, and anything can happen in 4 rounds.
Yeah, just bringing up the scoreboard there. I will read through the scores. Momo coming top for his team, 14-17, 19-18 for Pasco. He's had a relatively good game, 13-16 for McGee. Jerd unfortunately going 7-22, but playing objective against such a good side is always hard. Optic Skunk doing the best for his team, 22-12, really impressive play. Rambo doing 18-12, 15-14, 18-15 for Merc and Big Timer.
Okay, well, this is a best of 5, like we say, so this just means that Optic now need to secure 2 more rounds in order to win this and advance into the grand final, where they will also receive a handicap, which will certainly help them with the loser bracket finalists that qualify to meet them in the grand final. But 4Kings would not be out if they lost, neither would Optic. There is a loser bracket here, and both of these teams are already guaranteed a top 3 placement.
Yeah, exactly, and I believe the guaranteed third place prize money is £1,050, roughly around $2,000, roughly, give or take, do you reckon?
I don't know the conversion rate, I'm going to be honest with you.
Just after a rough guess, but yeah, about $2,000 I'd say.